The hardest thing we happen in 2022 is actually, basically the whole Polkadot project died.
Yes.
And we find, in Ethereum ecosystem, it's good, like a lot of people research on ZK.
Welcome to NFT Port. The podcast delves into the journey building the project from zero to hero, and we're sharing the amazing story of amazing founders in the Web3 space. And today we welcome Victor, the co-founder of Manta Network. And so Manta Network is a project layer 2 on Ethereum ecosystem, which applies ZK to improve the privacy and also the security. So before we go into that, first of all, welcome and thank you, Victor, to joining us today. And can you also go walk us through the journey? How did you start to join crypto?
Thanks for having me, Chris. I started crypto since 2017. Start from buy Ethereum and do some research about this technology. And my first job basically worked in Israel for a infrastructure company, a real estate company. And during that time, I kind of feel I should know more technology. I'm really interested about that. And that was the perfect time, perfect place to know these kind of things. And besides AI, I find crypto blockchain at that time, it's still super, super early. And I just start from buy crypto and then do more research. And since 2018, I got chance working ontology. And then I study at Harvard for a while. And after 2 years, I study in school. I kind of understand more about ZK, and we do more research about this area. And then we find, why don't we start a project, solve some problem in the DeFi space, and then we start Manta after school.
So you just mentioned about the problem that you're trying to solve. What is that? Why you start the Manta Network? And how big is the problem?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually really funny. Like we start from 2020 until now, it's already 4 years. But during these 4 years, we pivot a lot of times. A lot of people in our community keep saying, "Oh, why you keep pivot?" But everyone is used to that right now. We start from privacy project, but basically we start from privacy identity. And in the really early days, what we try to do is we try to collect biometric data into blockchain, and every address have a biometric data, which is WorkCoin right now. But at that time, it was so early, and proof time is so long, and no VC invest. And then we start to do the privacy DeFi, and basically after 2 years, we start find DeFi is kind of no one really care about privacy, and the compliance issue is really big issue. We also keep pivoting to modular L2. We find ZK can build in the more application level on credentials, not only privacy credential, but general credential verification and gaming industry. So we do a lot of these kind of things at the same time, and we support these kind of builders, and we build a layer 2 as a first modular L2, which is the current Manta Pacific.
So talking about zero knowledge proof, what is it? Can you explain briefly? Easy way to understand.
I feel there's a lot of controversial stuff in ZK these days. From my understanding, the brief explain is you don't have to show the information, but you can prove the information through math, right? So basically you don't have to trust, but trust the third party, but you can trust the math and trust the probability.
And then for Manta Network, apply ZK in it. And then what is the difference between Manta and other also like ZK projects in Ethereum ecosystem?
Yeah, I feel like we build the technology for a really long time.
Yeah.
But eventually we are eventually we think user going to use it, right? We really care about user experience compared to most of the ZK project. So currently we start from OP stack, but on top of it we have the ZK application middlewares. So we are not try to build a ZK rollup at the beginning, but we do step by step, and we focus on make user have fun in the network rather than talk about, oh, we are type 1 prover, type 2 prover. We don't care about that right now.
What do you care about?
We are more care about the user experience and how is the user flow using the network.
Okay.
And you can see everyone wants TVL in L2 space.
Yes.
But we start a new paradigm. We make user have fun and enjoy the network, and then we boost the TVL so we can grow together.
Okay, so how about the people who doesn't even understand about zero knowledge proof, the non-technical people, and how they can still use and apply it?
So actually we didn't promote ZK that much.
Yes.
To users. What we kind of promote is this is a really low cost layer 2, or this is a really low cost blockchain. So you just go to the blockchain and bridge the ETH. You can use like Ethereum, but it's extremely cheap. I mean, no one don't like cheap network, right? So they have the same experience, but no need to pay huge gas fee. I think we are still the cheapest of the cheapest network in the layer 2 space.
Yeah. Okay, so do you see is there any way that we even can flat the gas fees?
I mean, it's actually that's what we are doing because we use Celestra DA. So even after blob, if there's more transaction on Ethereum, the gas fee still increase.
Yes,
but
exactly.
for Celestra DA, it's not increase because I mean we are we use alt DA, but I mean it's secure. It's a blockchain, and we don't have to affect by the gas fee inflation.
Okay, so let's walk back through the early stage when you guys start to build from the sketch to now. So what is the most obstacle that you face with, which is at that time is super difficult, and how did you and the team overcome it? Because this is the journey that we want to share with other founders also, so they also can learn from that.
I mean, I think basically I talked to my friends for Manta, we built 4 years.
Yes.
So we took enough mistake. Basically, all of the mistake a founder could took, we basically already been experienced.
Yes.
So it can be worse, but eventually I think we achieve in a good position because we keep building things. We never give up. That's how from founder perspective, how we grow up. I don't think anything, even there's problem, nothing can stop us if we really want to make it. We collaborate with partners. But from early days, I think the hardest thing we happen in 2022 is actually basically the whole Polkadot project died.
Yes.
And we find in Ethereum ecosystem it's good, a lot of people research on ZK, but they find we are Polkadot ecosystem project. There's a conflict at that time, and we work really hard. We show a lot of progress, but it's hard to deliver things to users. And in 2023, we actually even it's bear market, it's really hard. We basically change a lot of team members. We make team really productive, really can deliver message, and really target users rather than just target focus on research. So the whole strategy and direction is become user focused, and then eventually we actually start to announce the L2 since July last year,
Yeah.
and announced the mainnet, launched the mainnet on September, and then we become the top three TVL layer 2 in the end of last year.
Yes.
So it goes really fast, but we raised really few money compared to all of the other competitors in the layer 2
How much
space.
did you raise?
In total around I think 60 million, but you can see other Squirrel Tackle and
At what
even
valuation? 60 million.
the highest one is 500 mil.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's basically too long time. We have to deliver.
Yes.
So we keep pivoting, but fortunately we work with Celestra, we work with Stakestone, we work with great partners.
Yes.
They grow with us together, and we use 80% of Celestra's block space. We're basically their biggest user, and they're our really big supporter as well. So we align with our partners, and we're not just talking, we grow with them together.
So is this your first time to be a founder, and the other co-founder also the same? Because
I mean, I feel we start some project before, but it's not that big this kind of things.
Yeah.
And we are not for right now Manta's team, we have 70 people. We don't have this experience to manage this big team before. So we go a lot, we try a lot of things, and we make a lot of mistakes. But the good thing about me, I feel with my co-founders, if there's problem, we keep improve ourselves.
Yes.
So I don't see there's potential there's a selling for me and Kenny. So that's something really good. Yeah.
So that's talking about the moment that you move from Polkadot to Ethereum, become the layer 2.
Yeah.
If you can go back time, do you see that you would not choose Polkadot as the layer 1 at that time? And then is that the biggest mistake, or?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that, but I will also say, if we start from Ethereum at the beginning, probably we cannot even grow like that.
Yeah.
Because start as an extremely new project in Ethereum, I have to say it's really hard. For Ethereum ecosystem, you need to align with different people.
Yes.
And there's OG, there's toxic culture.
Yeah.
And you need to make Ethereum Foundation guy happy. And that's, but Polkadot is really new at that time, and Polychain support that. That's why they invest us. But also a lot of investors, they really bullish on us. They didn't bullish on Polkadot. They didn't invest. But I think it's actually grow together. We actually grow with the Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah.
It means that during the process for the last 4 years, is there any moment that you see that is kind of still vote for the outcome or the future? Because even that when you start to move to Ethereum layer 2, you also cannot see that how fast the project can grow. But what is the most important decision that you and your team made during that time that to flip over the game?
Yeah, I think there's two decisions. One is the most basically successful one is everyone know us through new paradigm. Yes. Because when blast happens, we find everyone talk about this is just a multi-sig, it's not layer 2, it's never make it. And then I find we are layer 2, we already have this ecosystem. Yeah. But we can do the same. Why don't we do that? Yeah. And we spend 2 weeks and build the same thing, but more fun, more meme, and super interesting. And then it blow up. Yes. So that's how we make it work. But I feel you can see all of the other Ethereum projects Squirrel and Tyco or everyone they all talk bad things about Blast. But I just say we no need to talk. Market will prove it. Yes. That's why we call it new paradigm, because I feel this is the trend. We first actually become a real layer 2 with this yield-bearing token. And then after us, all of this, even Bitcoin layer 2 doing the same thing. All of the Ethereum layer 2 do the same thing. So that's how I call it new paradigm. And this is the best decision. The second decision is definitely we use Celestra DA. So we don't have to be, make Ethereum Foundation happy, extremely aligned with, bank class or all of these Ethereum maxi guys. That saves a lot of my time, and we can focus on building, make user happy rather than keep person happy. And the third thing is we shift to L2. Even L2 is really competitive and toxic, but I find this really open source. It's easy to build. It's easy to find builder compared to Polkadot. Polkadot ecosystem, they don't care sub builders. It's hard to make it.
So is this mentioned that building the project in Ethereum ecosystem need to make the foundation team also happy and also some toxic relationship? And then can you give some story that is more about that? So and how did you make the decision that okay, I don't care about this and I focus on the user only? And does it really change or make Manta network lack up the support from the foundation?
I mean, I feel I don't think it's bad for Ethereum Foundation support, but I just think from my perspective they are also user. If they don't feel they're user, I have to find other users, right? And they're not the only limit amount of user in the space. So we try to target more and more user, and we also have a lot of connection with Ethereum Foundation. Some guys from PSE, we really work close with them. And also Vitalik came to our event in ZK Day. But I just feel we don't have to only focus on Ethereum alignment. Because it's open source, it's an open community. The good thing about blockchain is you don't have to make anyone trust you,
and it's decentralized.
You just let certain you just let people trust about the code and trust about the product. So that's something really good. But I feel the Ethereum backed project, there are some really good one. I don't think EigenLayer is a bad project. I still feel they deliver really good product. They're aligned with Ethereum, and they basically have big vision. That's amazing. But there are also some projects they align, but they didn't deliver. That I think is same bad project as other project they didn't deliver. No matter they backed by Ethereum Foundation or Paradigm or A16Z. If you didn't deliver as a founder, you're a bad founder.
Yeah, I agree. So also this before it is mentioned that the moment that you also make it more fun and put meme with it, and then it starts to grow very fast. What exactly that did your team do, and how did you can grow the ecosystem and community super fast?
Yeah, first is I feel we chose the right partner. I don't I don't believe we have to build everything from scratch. That's I think a mistake we make in Polkadot. We build a whole tech stack of ZK in Polkadot, but no one care about it because it's really toxic and political ecosystem as well. But I feel on Ethereum we build something we really good at, the ZK middleware and the OP stack, and the product can connect the LST and with the L2. And we work with layer 0, we work with Stakestone and Lido and the EigenLayer, even all of these projects together to deliver these things. And the user, they're not focus only one Manta airdrop, but they focus on all around this ecosystem benefit. So that's, I think we can make it. But also on product wise, we deliver really fast and deliver step by step. And we are not doing points, we are doing NFT, and their 7-tier NFT is all about jokes. The cheapest NFT is called tier 1 backer. The most valuable NFT is called the first module L2. I just make fun because I feel every layer 2 have tier 1 backer, so it doesn't mean anything. But the first module layer 2 is Manta. That is most valuable one.
So does it also through the meme thing? So it's like sharing the what is happening, what people talk about among like other layer 2 projects and make joke about out of the beta things,
exactly. Right? So I don't think that's a wrong thing. You know, like it's in this is not it's not supposed to be, you know, like serious, because a lot of young people in the space, and people should not only like try to get how much return I get, but you should have fun and enjoy, you know, the product. It can be toxic, it can be like sometimes there's problem, but you know, it's not like, it's not you go to bank and get some like save money and get interest. It's something like new and kind of new technology. You should enjoy the technology, right?
So what is the feedback of all the users so far? And what is the feedback that you received during the last 4 years that after that you apply and pivot and shipping the project?
Yeah, I mean, like I feel I mean, like community is, I have to say, like we have really great community. And they support us, like they believe the team is keep building. And like also this community is really real. Like you know, it's not something they just post on Twitter, good project, good project. They also give a lot of valuable feedback. Sometimes I got message from on Twitter, on Telegram, you know, really long feedback, say you guys should do this. I'm happy to respond. You know, I respond to people.
Can you share like one tip, you know, feedback, the story details, and what you apply and shipping the project?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, like basically when the like from, I can share a lot of examples from really early days when we have a testnet. We were supposed to do IDO in 2021, but because community's feedback, we decided to cancel that. That's really huge decision.
But that's smart at that
time. But yeah, I mean, like there's good and bad. But we follow the community's like opinion, and also like during the, like, you know, new paradigm, these kind of things, the community like basically have a lot of requests on different projects, how they want to, like, you know, support. We also like we also really care about, like, you know, community. They put really small amount of Ethereum into the new paradigm. We give them, you know, like at least certain amount of NFT, certain amount, make sure the NFT they got is well reward for the community. So all of this, it shows we care about community, and we collect feedback rather than, you know, we just call them e-bagger. I'm not targeting anyone, but you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yes, yeah. You mentioned a lot about the community. So what is the role of the community, you think, and how important it is, and how did you guys grow step by step from the beginning until now?
Yeah, I feel, you know, like I mean, like I feel we were start from research, but I think on the research side, we got feedback mainly coming from, you know, people in the ZK space. That's not the real, I feel, crypto community. If you build Web3 product, you shouldn't only feel like you shouldn't only work with like ZK people. They're not even Web3 user. So they're not even, like, you know, use like MetaMask as often as a lot of general user in Indonesia, in like Vietnam, these different places. So after a while, we find that 2023, we expand the team to different countries, more towards, you know, countries have more crypto populations. So it's like Vietnam, Indonesia, India, Korea. You know,
I see that you started to recruit the team globally.
And that's actually worked really well. And in these countries like Turkey also, and CIS, it goes very well. And our different countries community, they share different opinion, but I can feel, we are doing a global project. We are not just building something for regional. And I feel it makes sense because Ethereum, Bitcoin, everything is for global users.
Yes.
And we should target global users as well. Yeah.
So like for the ZK knowledge, I know that now it's still very early stage. How do you see it in the future, in the next, let's say that 5 years? What is the outlook future of it? And then how do you see the role of Manta during that time?
I feel, like we become to like we become go another direction now, like to think about what user really want in the next 5 to 10 years, or next half year and next 5 to 10 years, how users experience can improve in this kind of thing. Is ZK going to play important role? If it's yes, and we just use the technology. We are not, try to make this technology first and then try to find user.
Exactly.
That's not going to work.
What is the point if they don't use it?
Yes, but that's a lot of project right now is doing. But what we try to do is, we try to find, I think, multi-prover is something people are going to use. We add a ZK prover on top of OP. That's on our roadmap. And more ZK application use cases. And if there's more use cases, there can be improved the proof time, improve the proof aggregation, do a lot of these things, but only if they already have massive adoption. But our target is massive adoption first rather than research first.
So you go from the user point first and then go directly to help them to apply it and use it. And then grow it. And then after that, on the way, you do the innovation and to adjust to.
So you can see right now, Manta, we don't talk too much about our future roadmap, like 5 to 10 year roadmap. What we find in the past year is experiences. We only deliver first. We announce the product 1 day before we launch the product. Not even testnet. Testnet is only for test. Product is for user. If you announce something you don't deliver, that's just announcement. It's called cheating. You shouldn't lie to people, right? You should talk and then deliver. Show something and then use it and then see feedback. If it's not good, it's okay, but at least you show something they can try. I feel that's the problem of Polkadot. They keep talking about, there's a bridge to Ethereum, 3 years, nothing happened, and there's new stack. It's going to take another 3 years. They're working with Party Penguin, but another 3 years. It's just kidding, right? Everything is just talk, and there's zero on-chain activity. But Ethereum start to do a lot of research. I understand that's important, but there should be some builders focus on get user adoption. You can see Solana did really great job. They target user adoption and they become more transaction than Ethereum, right?
Yes.
If you focus something, you will get results.
But it's also not easy to build the product market fit.
Yeah, it's
right?
not easy.
And then how do you and your team start to know okay, how to build the product market fit? What is the metric or indicator for your team to measure and then to keep growing and adjust?
First, in my Twitter bio, I call myself e-bagger in front of builder. So I'm e-bagger first. I hunt airdrop. I like, test different product. You have to know others, what is the new things coming up. And you need to make judgment about, is this good project or bad project? Is this good direction or bad direction? So it's thinking from the user perspective because I'm user myself. And if I become more and more like our team generally, we are really degen. We are not like, 3-5 people wear suit, like talk random things. But we be really practical. But I think that is the first thing. You have to know the user experience. You use the product yourself. The second thing is you need to have a really good team can deliver, not just talk. So that's why Manta team, we don't talk like something long-term roadmap. We try to deliver things really fast. When we find there's opportunity for DeFi, after like 2 weeks, we deliver these things. So we keep do iteration, we keep deliver new product. After the past 4 months, we launch 5 products.
Wow.
So every month there's new stuff.
That's great. So who lead that for the product side?
I lead the product.
You lead. So now you lead all that.
Yeah. I run, but we are product initiate. So not like we start from research, we have this technology, we build product, but we have this product, what technology we are going to use. Are we use our technology or we work with partners? We would rather choose work with partner, but we can evaluate if they're like good good technology.
But how you define good technology?
It's practical. It's not talk good technology. The technology is good because it can use and it's robust.
So do you have, like kind of survey or feedback from user or anything that to measure it, or is it like
in our team we have even this like like user experience things. And in our team, like team meeting, like town hall, all of these things. We even try, we spend 1 hour play together the Manta Chance ecosystem gaming project.
Yes.
We play first, see a lot of problem. We talk to this project. Oh, I see this problem. Can you help improve it? And if our own product, we also see, oh, this kind of like problem happen in this product. We need to fix. As marketing team, product team, engineering team, we work together. This.
That's great. So, and the whole team also like work globally, remotely. So what is the strategy when you do, running the operation you apply to make the team run effectively? What is the strategy? And nowadays, I know that like Gen Z, they want to work remotely, and sometimes it's hard to gather everyone and focus to one goal.
We make it really decentralized. I think it's not bad thing, especially on COVID. After COVID, you cannot get back to office again. I don't want to go office actually.
Me myself. Too.
So I mean, you cannot force others if you don't want to do that. Right?
But the thing is, like, how to make effective is not easy.
So we do unlimited holiday. From my perspective, we really focus on result. If we do result driven, if you deliver things, we evaluate it's good deliver, and you can take rest. So everyone is really flexible, and they can live in really random place. I don't even know most of our team members live. I don't think they live in big city actually, but they have really good life. They can enjoy with their family. Maybe they have kids. They have parents. They have to take care of a lot of things. So it's good. I mean, they can have their life, but at the same time, we deliver things.
So what tools you apply to give the OKRs or KPI if you apply, and then measure the performance for the team?
I mean, I feel all the working tools are the same, like Slack, Notion, all of this. But and the Google Doc, even, and the Google Calendar. But it's just well organized. I feel it's not easy, but we split things really clear, really well organized, and the team has been working for long time. They know how to help each other. And it's like progress. So, and also our feedback come really early in time. So yeah.
So I think that one of the key thing you just mentioned that the team also work long time already and also can collaborate with each other. So it means that you have the right people in the team. So interview, recruit the right people, or even dismiss fast if not the right people is one of the key things that you also apply.
I feel like I spend a lot of time on hiring. I like meet new people, and that's a good way. I feel besides crypto events, hiring is really important.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel, you know, hire good people is really important. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the philosophy that you apply for a personal or even for career that you see that is really also can help to bring everyone together to achieve the goals of Manta Network?
I feel first is about education.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I came from family like, you know, have really strong like education background.
Yes.
So I feel, you know, my parents all study quite well, relatively quite well, in Asia. But Asian parents also force kids study really, you know, like well educated. So I feel, you know, like enough education can have a lot of impact on the result. So like but I don't think, you know, like this coming from natural or like from it have to be from really good school, but it came from a lot of different places. It's like, you know, all of our team member, they don't study in, you know, like top MBA or top like, you know, Ivy League school.
Yes.
But they know what they're doing and know very, very well. And they have this responsibility, and everyone work together to achieve the same goal. I think even community member, they all achieve the same goal, which is want to make Manta doing great.
Yeah, that's great. So you just mentioned that the company Manta now the valuation, the latest round is like 500 million, and then you also raise fund from you know, good back investor, like support investor, right? So I see that like for many projects, especially for founders who come from Asia, when they raise fund, they even need to go through like, you know, America, Europe to approach the top VC over there, and then also sometimes even have some bias for Asian founders. Do you have this misconception, and then how did you, you know, solve that, and what is your strategy to raise fund?
Yeah, I mean, I have this feeling as well. I've been discriminated a lot of time. I have to say, you know, not only in crypto, I feel actually crypto is very discriminate, I think, space, because it's so global. You know, like you don't have that crazy discrimination happen in like one single race country, because, you know, it's not so diverse. But it's happened in the US, it happened in crypto because it's so diverse.
Yes.
I don't think diverse is a bad thing, but I think discrimination happens. That's a human nature.
Yeah.
But you have to work extremely hard to more than others to eventually show you doing really great stuff. And I think we somehow prove part of it, and I like to prove more because I feel that's part of our mission, to show like Asian founder, I don't think I'm worse than you guys. But it's not easy. But I feel, you know, a lot of founders, they do have this problem, especially they came from Asia, they didn't study in US or study in like Western countries. It feel more difficult, and, you know, especially about confidence, about English. I start to speak English since college.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have perfect English. You know, like before I'm from really traditional Chinese family. So like I feel, you know, like this is really great combination. My philosophy is really Chinese. I believe, you know, a lot of things you need to work really hard to get things. So you shouldn't give up. But the good thing I learned in Western world is you need to confident to present yourself, and also like try to deliver yourself and well present, and also like I share the same vision, like for the decentralized democracy and, you know, freedom. So all of this is kind of the great combination. But I feel, you know, this is all we need in crypto, right? It's about that's besides the product. But all of these things, I think I encourage a lot of my friends, you know, from China, you know, or like Malaysia right now where I live, you know, I say you can go to US, at least go to some conference and try to present yourself. If you need intro, I can help you. Yeah.
So you also investing, right?
Yeah, I do some angel check.
Yeah, so some angel investment. So when you have the project approach you for raising fund.
Yeah.
Is there any common misconception or mistake that the project normally do, and then you see that, oh, maybe, you know, this is, I want to help them or change them to help them to raise fund easier, like based on your experience?
I feel, you know, it's more like advising job, but I feel I don't have time. The problem, I don't have time for advising. Probably I just do one call, but most of people I do angel check is not because, you know, I feel, oh, they can make me have extremely good return like VC did.
Yes.
But what I feel is, oh, this is a founder. Even he's not deliver good product yet, but he been keep working since he commit, he's humble. Then I just think, why not I support? So I just put really small check, but I support them. But it doesn't mean, you know, like, oh, I want this project can make money. But I feel, you know, like a builder should help builder who keep doing. But I feel actually I cannot change too much about what he's doing. Even I give all the advice, it all depends on his execution, his understanding. It's hard for everyone to do that, but at least, you know, they have my support. Yeah.
So it's really based on the character of the founder. Like you choose the founder, right?
Who I know in the space.
Exactly. Who you know in the space, and you make sure that like he's a good person, and he also like committed to the project, even that the product is not there yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it means that the advice, can I say that like this? All the fathers, like when you raise fund, first like build a good relationship with the people in the space.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's no need to be like it's relationship, but I mean, show the commitment.
Okay, show the commitment, and then what else?
And keep doing.
Okay,
right? Keep
never
doing
give up.
Yeah,
never give up.
That's what I feel the most important. You can pivot, like you can pivot 1,000 times, but still there, right? Now, like, oh, tomorrow I feel I'm not sure I do this project. I probably should work in TradeFi company again and work in IT consulting and buy crypto. I'm like, dude, that's not like what you want to do when you talk to me at beginning, right?
Yeah. But also another thing, since like also I invest in some projects, right? And then I see that even after they raising fund, you know, from the early stage, like, okay, several millions, 5-6 million. And then so many projects, the first thing when they receive money is just like they innovate the office, they expand the team, and they spend a lot of money like that. And then I say, like, dude, like, how come, like, you know, money should focus on the product. And then like after a while, like, I see that they burn out, like very, very fast.
That's okay in Vietnam, right? You guys have really extremely long runway.
I mean that yes, like cost here to run the startup compared to other countries is way much cheaper, like 3 times, 4 times in general compared to other countries in the region, not even compared to US or Europe, like 7 times, 10 times cheaper. But still, I mean that like how, you know, what is your advice to control the budget and make it like sustainable in the long term?
I mean,
what is the metric that Manta use?
I mean, I feel, you know, like from my perspective, I feel hiring is not a bad thing. I would rather like spend the good money to hire right people. And that is, but I mean, I don't think hire expensive people means good people. That is different. You need to hire right people rather than expensive.
Yes.
But I think, you know, if you really want to save money, you should, founders should do the same. I still like do business trip, like all of the business trip I took, I still use like go economy flight and live in like like random hotel. I don't have to go like 5-star all the time. And yeah, I mean, I just feel, you know, like you have to show basically this is what you are doing, and all the team should follow that. So everyone follow, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I feel, you know, you can save money. And another thing is, I don't think office is that need. We used to have office.
Yes.
Office is no need, but Asian really like, you know, get a good house, you know, renovate a good house.
Even
after
like
you
have
money.
operation costs this for the office like several hundreds Ks,
Yeah,
you know.
it's not make sense. Yeah, for office.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel it's just basically how is the like also every month you will see how is the burn rate coming, and still always keep this, you know, keep this feeling about like have this expectation how much money I'm going to spend until, you know, certain period you have healthy like runway.
Yeah, I think that, you know, that is also the lesson for many projects, that like how to control the budget and make it like sustainable more and in long term. Because for crypto, especially for down market, bear market, right? It's the scenario change very, very fast. So during the last 2 years for bear market, what is the most difficulty for Manta? And during that time you haven't made it yet, right?
Yeah. I mean, I feel I have extremely high pressure, you know, like lot of time. But I think I remember all the people, you know, help me.
Yeah.
So that is something I feel, you know, like the way the lifestyle I'm doing, you know, the way I do things. I still remember one thing, you know, you in Palau, you bring a fever, like a fever medicine to me. I have really bad fever. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, like that was the time I have really big, really high pressure. Yeah, because we were going to launch the like layer 2, but there's so many big players, and we are new, like compared to others.
Yes.
But I know I have to find more, like spend more effort. But yeah, I mean, in general, like I feel basically like all of in the really difficult time.
Yes.
I always can find people really help us, and we align interests together. And the reason I work hard because I don't want to fail that, guys. It's like, you know, last year our round we did like 25 million raise.
Yes.
It's super hard, but like Qiming, they're one of the Web2 VC investors, and 7X, they invest us. All of these VCs I remember because I feel, you know, like a lot of VC, they invest us in the hype we are. But these guys, they invest in the, you know, really bad time of us.
Yes.
But they after they talk with us, they know we will make it. And that's the reason I have to deliver to give a good result.
Yeah, so like don't want to fail the people who trusted in you, believe in you. That's one of the thing.
I feel that's the founder should do, but most 99% of people in the space, they didn't make it.
Yeah.
Because
it's not easy.
There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah. So is there any habits that help you to boost for the resilience, right? Because definitely it's one of the key thing, very important for the startup journey.
But I feel, you know, what I'm thinking is, if I decide to do things, I don't want to, you know, like distract.
Okay.
I believe, you know, everyone have 24 hours, but it's actually different. Some people spend 2 hours on work actually one day. If I spend 12 hours, I have 6 times result than this guy. So I just put more effort. That is the idea. But on hobby wise, I choose sacrifice my time on hobby to work because I can get bigger result and I have more responsible for that. But yeah, on the like right now, I spend more time on family. You know, like this is something besides work I feel really important. Also, you know, like like a lot of things. I do sports, like
Yes.
to keep healthy.
Uh-huh.
And recently moved to Asia. Like
Mhm.
there's a lot of sports happen. Like with I go to gym in my
Yeah.
place.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, in general, I feel still most of time I have to keep working.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what are the most important factor that the founder should focus on to achieve the success, you think?
I feel it's like there's only two things.
Mhm.
One is internal, one is external.
Mhm.
Internal is manage the team well.
Okay.
Like it's all about like work together with
Uh-huh.
team rather
Mhm.
than like give orders,
Yeah.
request.
Mhm.
And another thing is like external, find enough partners who
Mhm.
really able to work with you,
Yes.
and both sides feel comfortable.
Mhm. Okay, cool. So since you mentioned that you and your team does like delivery, what you see that you need to build the product and adjust to the feedback of the user,
Yeah.
and you don't put like this announce the big goals, the future things. So I keep the future outlook, and then before we wrap up, we just like have some rapid question,
Yeah.
and then this is like you can answer shortly and
Yeah,
quickly
yeah,
for
sure.
those questions. Okay. Okay, so the first question is like, what is one book that has profoundly impact to your entrepreneur journey?
That's one I read in like college, I
Mhm.
think, like called Alchemist. Like
Mhm.
basically it says like one thing is it's about a young guy been through a really hard journey, but he eventually find the treasury
Mhm.
because if you really want to make something, the
Mhm.
whole world will help
Mhm.
you. I still believe that.
I
Yeah.
also believe that. So,
Yeah.
like, if you want something bigger
Yeah.
than anything else, the
Yeah.
whole galaxy
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
pull it
exactly.
and help you and make
Yeah.
it happen.
Yeah.
But of course, we need to do and
Yeah,
work hard and
exactly.
committed to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and hard work bring luck.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. Good. And the second question is like, can you share one success
Yeah.
habit
Yeah.
that has been a game changer for you?
Uh, I feel it's well organized.
Well organized. How
Like
you define it? Well organized.
it's like when you can summarize something, summarize the problem,
Mhm.
and then find the solution,
Mhm.
target the problem. Eventually, like when you do something, it's not about solve something in one time
Mhm.
because it could be a really big problem.
Mhm.
But in cutting different pieces,
Mhm.
summarize it,
Mhm.
and then solve the different problem
Mhm.
step by step,
Mhm.
and then like get this done, right?
Can you give
The
one
execution.
example?
I mean, it's like new paradigm.
Yes.
Like this is big project,
Yes.
but we split the product into
Mhm.
different phase.
Mhm.
The first phase just about deposit,
Yes.
and then second phase is all about leaderboard, like rewards.
Mhm.
Third phase is about distribution.
Yes.
Last phase about
Mhm.
withdraw. So it goes
Yes.
step by step,
Mhm.
make things more easy.
Yes. Agree. Third question. If you could have coffee with one tech innovator, who gonna be and why? Could you, if you could have
Yeah.
coffee with one tech
Yeah, yeah,
innovator,
yeah.
maybe in the past, in the
Okay,
future,
okay.
whoever, who gonna be and why?
I mean, I feel everyone going to say Elon Musk, right? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like, I feel just all of these guys.
Uh-huh.
I don't have,
Mhm.
like, yeah, special preference.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel generally like all the big tech company, there's
Okay.
reason to make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question. You just mentioned about recruiting the right people.
Yeah.
So what is the most important trait you're looking for to build the team?
I feel it's about focus. Are
Focus.
you like really focus, really commit to what you should do? Like a front engineer, if you say, "Oh, I'm really degen, I'm really good at trading, but I cannot like really realize what is the product's doing," then sorry, you are not focused. Even you from Ivy League school
Yes.
or like top tier school, like, but you cannot deliver. That's it.
Okay. So the last question, if you can give one advice to your younger self, what would it be and why?
Wow. Oh, that's really, I mean, like, it's about how young. Like,
It doesn't matter.
if it's 10 years before I just say buy Bitcoin, right?
Oh, yeah, but at that time it's not happened yet.
Just remember this.
10 years,
Yeah.
when you were 10 years,
Yeah.
Bitcoin happened.
I mean, 10 years before.
Oh, okay,
But
10 years before, yes.
10 years ago, maybe buy real estate.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so your answer is like buy the Bitcoin since 10
I
years
mean,
ago.
like always try new things.
Okay.
At least.
Try the new things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for your sharing today. I hope that like our audience also can learn a lot from your journey, from starting the project from zero to hero, and also can learn a lot from your philosophy and also about the technology, especially Zero Knowledge Group.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.